Hi, it's time for a high five. I know I usually do it in the morning, but in the Jewish calendar, the day begins at sundown the night before. Today is Kislev 25 on the Hebraic calendar, which is the first night of Hanukkah. This is what you call a Hanukkah, and this holds 9 different candles, but on the first night, we have the middle one, which is a servant candle, and then we have one for the first night. So I'm going to light that right now. And so the Jewish people will say, let me find that. It's a blessed are you, O Lord our God. Should have had that ready, huh? Blessed are you, O Lord our God, King of the universe, who has kept us alive and sustained us and enabled us to reach this season. You know, this, for one thing that I do is I say thank you that Jesus is the light of the world. And he is, no matter how dark the times get, Jesus is the light of the world. Now, the Hanukkah candle, you keep these lit. You don't blow them out. You just play games around. We're ready with our dreidel games with my grandchildren. And this dreidel game has got 4 different Hebraic letters on them. And I'm going to have to find my notes on that one. So I haven't played it for a year. And so the letters are Nun, Gimel, Hey, and Shin. And so you spin it just like a top. And if it ends on Nun, nothing happens. And this is the Nun. That's a Nun. And if it lands on Gimel, then you take the entire pot. See, each one of us are going to put pennies out there or coins. Candy kisses work really good. And the hay here is a person takes half the pot, and Sheen, this is Sheen, then you must put one of your pieces into the pot. So it's a game you play, and the Jewish kids get they get to open a present every single night. Now tonight we have 2 candles, but look at how many it's going to take for all 8 days. This is an 8-day celebration. This year it's falling over Christmas. Sometimes it's falling over Thanksgiving, but it's always on Kislev 25. And so the 2 calendars are matching up this year. This has a history, you know, and in John 10:36, it talks about Jesus went to the Feast of Dedication. So Jesus actually celebrated Hanukkah because dedication means Hanukkah. And what is the Feast of Dedication? This is the anniversary of Antiochus IV. And he was just a horrible man. He came after Alexander the Great. And this is written in Maccabees, 2 Maccabees 5:11 through 14. In the space of 3 days, 80,000 were lost, 40,000 meeting a violent death, and the same number sold into slavery. That's what he did in Jerusalem. And what he did is he quickly outlawed the observant Sabbaths, the festivals, and new moons. He wanted to make sure Jews would not study their holy book nor keep kosher. He sent a delegation with troops to add insult to injury to force the Jews to sacrifice a pig to the Greek gods. You know, they went as far as to sacrifice a pig on the altar in the Holy of Holies. And so what they did is, or in the holy place, what they did is there was 2 groups of people. One were the Maccabees, and the other one was a group that eventually ended up being the Pharisees. But they took over. They got the temple back. And what happened, you know, it took a long time for them to clean out the temple. But once they got all the garbage taken out and everything, they had to dedicate it. One of the things they had to do was light the menorah. And it took a certain amount of oil every day. All they had was oil for 1 day. And the miracle was that oil lasted for 8 days until they had new holy oil made for the menorah. So what we're saying is Jesus is the light of the world. He celebrated Hanukkah. We're having fun tonight with Hanukkah. The kids get gifts tonight. We're going to have some donuts with jelly in them, just like the Jewish people are going to be doing. But we're going to remember that Jesus is the light of the world. God bless you. Bye-bye.